On Friday, Vice President J.D. Vance went to Bay City, Michigan, at a plastic factory to tell workers how great Trump's economy is, even though by quite literally every single measure, this economy is going down the toilet faster than anybody could have predicted. But J.D. Vance is on the propaganda trail, so he's in Michigan, and of course he's met with protesters. There were protesters outside, some saying, fascists not welcome in Michigan, but most of the protesters were there to protest the looming cuts to Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid, which of course are either enshrined in the budget that was just passed, thank you Chuck Schumer, or have been proposed by this administration, specifically Elon Musk, who refers to Social Security as a Ponzi scheme. And J.D. Vance was not happy about the protesters, just like he wasn't happy about being booed at the Kennedy Center. And so here is what J.D. Vance had to say about those people who were protesting the cuts to the social safety net programs that they have paid into for their entire working lives. Here is how J.D. Vance responded. Take a look.
We came in, we've got this great event, this great facility, great business, and of course great workers, and I'm sure all of us saw there were a few protesters outside, and I can't be the only person wondering, it's a little after noon on a Friday, and don't you all have jobs? Who are the people? And I think that's one of the reasons why we've got to rebuild American manufacturing and support great companies like Vantage Plastics, because we want those people to get off the streets and back to work. It'd be good for them, and it'd be good for everybody else, too.
To raucous applause, right? Look at these jobless losers out there. Get a job, you bums. It's little after 12 on a Friday. Why aren't you at work? Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go back to talking to people who are also not working. Nobody in the crowd caught that irony? Like, what is going on at Vantage Plastics that the employees there don't understand the irony of having to leave their station, leave their job, stop working to go listen to propaganda from the vice president and then applaud when he says other people should be working right now? Y'all weren't working. Nobody in that crowd was currently in the process of making plastics or shaping plastics, whatever the hell it is Vantage Plastics does. They weren't working either, JD. Did you not think about that? Also, those were people, by the way, who were supposed to be working. We know that. They were actually pulled off the job. You hurt productivity for that day. You screwed them over. What's even funnier is that you don't know that those people out there protesting weren't either retired or maybe why aren't you working at noon? Maybe they work the night shift. Maybe they work second shift, third shift, something like that. Maybe they're on their lunch break. I mean, after all, it was noon, you idiot. But it doesn't matter if those people should be working, shouldn't be working. None of that is relevant at all. These people have a constitutional right to protest, and they did. But more importantly, these people were also furious about the fact that they have been paying into these social safety net programs for their entire lives under the guarantee that those programs would be there for them when they needed them. And you and your party, JD, are threatening to take it away from those people. And your response to that is not to sympathize with them, not to even listen to them to find out maybe what people would like to see. Instead, you got up on stage after pulling, hundreds of people off the job and decided to mock the people who are not happy that you and your party and your administration are dismantling these programs that are meant to keep Americans alive. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.